Subscribe our channel Knowledge World.
Today we will discuss about basic parts and organs in human body. Brain.
The brain is a complex organ that controls your thoughts, emotions, movements, and more. It's the most complex part of the human body and is responsible for all the qualities that make us human.
Lungs. The lungs are a pair of spongy, pinkish-gray organs in the chest cavity that are responsible for gas exchange. The heart is a vital organ that pumps blood throughout the body, providing oxygen and nutrients to the body's organs.
The stomach is an organ in the upper abdomen. It can be divided into the cardia and the non-cardia, which includes the fundus, the body, the antrum, and the pylorus. The stomach is part of the digestive system. The liver is a large, spongy organ in the upper right abdomen that performs many important functions for the body like metabolism, digestion, vitamin storage, blood clotting, detoxification. The intestine is a muscular tube in the abdomen that digests food and is made up of two parts, the small intestine and the large intestine. Spleen is an organ that is part of the lymphatic and blood systems. The spleen filters the blood to help destroy microorganisms and get rid of old or damaged red blood cells. It also makes lymphocytes, white blood cells, and stores blood cells. The pancreas is a glandular organ in the abdomen that performs both digestive and endocrine functions. Kidney is one of a pair of organs in the abdomen. The kidneys remove waste and extra water from the blood, as urine, and help keep chemicals, such as sodium, potassium, and calcium, balanced in the body.
Trachea is a long, U-shaped tube that connects your larynx, voice box, to your lungs. The trachea is often called the windpipe. It's a key part of your respiratory system. Bronchi are the large tubes that connect to your trachea, windpipe, and direct the air you breathe to your right and left lungs. They are in your chest. Bronchi is the plural form of bronchus. The left bronchus carries air to your left lung. Spinal cords are a type of rateless cord that enables wireless networks to cope with time-varying channel conditions. They do this without requiring any explicit bitrate selection. Thyroid is a small, butterfly-shaped gland located at the front of your neck under your skin. It's a part of your endocrine system and controls many of your body's important functions by producing and releasing, secreting, certain hormones. The prostate is a gland below the bladder and in front of the rectum in men and people assigned male at birth, AMAB. It consists of connective tissues and glandular tissues. It adds fluid to semen, and its muscles help push semen through your urethra. Eyes are the sensory organs that allow you to see. Your eyes capture visible light from the world around you and turn it into a form your brain uses to create your sense of vision. Your brain doesn't have sensory abilities of its own. Next to the middle ear in the bone of the skull is a small compartment which contains the hearing and balance apparatus known as the inner ear. The inner ear has two main parts: the cochlea, which is the hearing portion, and the semicircular canals is the balance portion. The gallbladder is a pear-shaped organ that stores and concentrates bile, a fluid that helps the body digest fats. It's located under the liver, in the fissure between the right and left lobes. The esophagus is a muscular channel that carries food from the pharynx to the stomach. It starts with the upper esophageal sphincter, formed in part by the cricopharyngeus muscle, and ends with the lower esophageal sphincter, surrounded by the crural diaphragm. When food enters the mouth, it mixes with saliva.
Bones are hard, living tissue that make up the skeleton and provide structure and support for the body. Blood vessels are a network of tubes that carry blood throughout the body, forming a closed circuit that begins and ends at the heart. Blood vessels include arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules, and veins.
Nerves are bundles of fibers that transmit messages between the brain and the body, allowing you to move, feel sensations, and maintain autonomic functions. Nerves are made up of nerve cells, also known as neurons, which are present throughout the body, especially in the brain and spinal cord. Muscles are tissue. Smooth muscle tissue lines some of your organs, but most organs are also made of other types of tissue, too. Providers sometimes refer to the muscular system as one anatomical group that includes all your muscles. They might also include muscles as parts of other systems throughout your body. Pituitary gland, also known as hypophysis, is a small, pea-sized gland located at the base of your brain below your hypothalamus. It sits in its own little chamber under your brain known as the sella turcica. It's a part of your endocrine system and is in charge of making several essential hormones.
The thymus is the organ primarily responsible for the production and maturation of immune cells, including small lymphocytes that protect the body against foreign antigens. The thymus is the source of cells that will live in the lymphoid tissues and supports their maturation and proper function. The appendix is a small, finger-shaped organ that's attached to the large intestine in the lower right part of the abdomen. Its exact function in humans is unknown, but it plays a role in digestion in other animals. The adrenal glands are two small, triangular-shaped organs that sit on top of each kidney. They produce hormones that help regulate many important functions in the body. The testes are two small, egg-shaped organs that are part of the male reproductive system. The uterus, also known as the womb, is a pear-shaped, muscular organ in the female pelvis that performs several functions.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe our channel Knowledge World.